And we are live. The mic level is good. Exciting news. Exciting news to all of you guys. I have talked to my buddy Lev, whom I love and I adore, an amazing trader, someone who's always believed in me, always believed in the channel, and always shared the same message to provide the best value to you. To provide the best value to you. So we've got some good stuff in the works, partnering up with Chart Nation, and this channel is probably going to go away. It's best to join forces with somebody who's really doing it and shares the same vision. So hop on over to Chart Nation, give them a subscribe, give them a like. Hopefully you'll see me over there soon. Sorry, I didn't mean to be touching the mic. And as always, we are going to review the context of what has happened. I have taken a short. I'm going to walk you through that short trade, right? A big part of context is knowing what are we trading away from. So a lot of you guys might be looking at this chart and just saying, okay, it's going sideways, right? So for me, I was looking at this local range, right? Had my value area high. Before that value area high, I had a high time frame level daily, and right below that, I had a naked daily point of control. Now, I knew I wanted to short this if I got an entry trigger. An entry trigger gives you three specific things, right? It gives you an invalidation. And really in trading, that's what you're looking for. You're not thinking about of where price is might go. You're thinking, okay, if this is a reversal, where am I wrong? Getting a clear invalidation, having those key levels that you're looking at, and then you can gauge, all right, now it's time to take a trade because price is going to pivot. And knowing where am I wrong, how am I going to gauge my risk, and what is my target. So I did take the short at the value area high, and this was based off of a low time frame situation where there were some trapped traders. I'm going to show you that situation here, and I'm going to get ATAS up here because I did use ATAS for this. So keep this chart in your mind, and I am going to bring over here, and we're going to go to the 10,000 volume chart. Now, this is only printing a candle when there is 10,000 10 million, excuse me, in trades. So as you can see here, we came up to the top. We trapped some traders with this high interest with positive delta. And then we saw here, we shorted, or we saw heavy shorts coming in with the open interest increase, negative delta. And then from there, it was just down, 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 down. We lost the point of control. We back tested the point of control. We lost the session VWAP, and price is just going down. So from here, when you're in a trade, it's all about not what is price going to do. It's about what should price not do. So knowing what price should not do after you enter a trade will help you more than saying, what's going to happen next? Where's it going to go next? No, if you're correct, and we did trap some traders up here, we look for price to come on down to a high level of interest or a key level so it can exit. It can be on the other side of the trade. So that's basically that, right? We've basically just been moving off of since this last pivot right here, which was the swing failure pattern of the value area low. And then from there, it's just been up, 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 and away. Now we're at a critical point where we took the value area high. We've lost the daily. We lost the naked point of control. And now I suspect I'm going to take profit here at this daily point of control. From there, we might get a long entry trigger. And symmetrically, this does make sense because we have not tested these highs here, right? You get that resistance, 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 breakout, and then we're going to come back down here and test for resistance, or at least that's my plan. And I am in a short, actually am in a long from down here, and I am in a short from up here. Both of these trades are in profit. And yeah, so that's basically that. Price action has come to the value area high. We didn't take any liquidity of the range, but could be a little bit of a reversal point here. I mean, we have been taking highs, giving it back, taking highs, giving it back, taking highs, giving it back. And then we saw this nice swing to the upside. This does happen on a Sunday, though, so you never know what could happen with Monday. Monday daily open types could be just an open drive to the downside. It could be a secondary sweep of liquidity and then go to the downside. We don't know. We're not here at Monday yet. But in the meantime, we are going to take our normal daily process and we're going to see what we got as far as some levels. So that's a nice little context review. Now let's go here to the high time frame and let's look at some levels. All right, weekly perspective. No new weeklies. Actually, we do have a new weekly here. We do have a new weekly. There's a new weekly right here at 87,849. Let's go to the daily perspective. And we have no new dailies. We just tap this daily resistance here. And so far, we still got about 17 hours left on this candle, but so far it looks like a rejection on, not really a clean rejection on the 4 hour, a little bit of a failed auction on the 1 hour. On the 30-minute, not really too clean. So you see what I'm doing here is I'm just gauging on this daily level if it's a clean rejection. And it's not really, right? You can see here we're traveling through it, not really much respect. So this level is pretty much toast, but no new dailies, new weekly. All right, now let's adjust our ranges. And we're going to kind of zoom out here to this daily and let's see if anything has moved here. So we can see that our upper range POC has ever so slightly just moved a little bit to the upside, but we still have a range point of control here. And we are trading inside the value area low, which is good. Not really a clean reclaim of the value area low, but this could be considered a little bit of a failed auction, all right? Whenever we see a failed auction, we would opt for a strong move to the upside. But because we traded through this level a lot, we traded above, then we traded below. Not really a super strong signal. All right, so that's our ranges. We're going to go a little bit more lower time frame here. We're going to look at our local range. And we do have a nice little rejection off of the value area high as we make our way down to see if we find some support, perhaps come back down and test the point of control for a little bounce. Let's look at some VWAP supports here. And I'm going to anchor a support here at right here at this low. Okay, so I can see I have a little bit of support down here at this greater value area low of the bigger range. Let's go down here to this last swing low. And I can see that support is gathering up here. These areas, I don't know if you can see what I have here, but I think of all these like magnets, right? And all I'm really doing is saying, where is the support or resistance gathering that is making a big case for somewhere for the bigger trader, excuse me, to enter or to exit. Now, I'm going to get rid of this. It's good to have everything nice and organized, nice and neat, where you have your high time frame levels, right? Then you can introduce these other levels, and you're just looking for some confluence. Right, you're looking for that confluence. You're looking for something that sticks out at you. And now we're going to look at some naked point of controls. And for that, we are going to go to ATAS. So what do we got here? We're going to have to refresh this because I'm seeing a little bit of a glitch. I'm seeing a little bit of a glitch in the matrix. Okay, so yesterday's point of control is right underneath price action, and there is a naked daily point of control at 91,400 and another one at 90,000 on the dot. And another one at 85, 850, 80, oh, 88, 850, and another one at 87, 775. So as you can see here, we're leaving a lot of untapped liquidity up here, right? This is showing me that each day has just took off. You know, I'm not one to say where price is going to go next, but I will say that there's not much resistance above us, but there is a lot of liquidity below us. So now we're going to go to the weekly perspective. And as you can see here, we did leave a weekly naked point of control at 88860. And then 77,250. Now I'm going to go back to trading view. And I'm going to adjust some levels here. I'm going to bring up my naked POCs. 88,875. I'm going to make a new level here. Clone this. And this is going to be 88850. How come that didn't clone correctly? Clone. All right. And now we've got another one here at 90,000. And then we've got a weekly naked point of control. Naked weekly POC at 88,860. Oh, come on. No. Naked weekly POC. All right. So right off the bat, what am I starting to see? I'm starting to see this level right here, right around the 88,850, 88,860. I'm seeing that as a strong level of confluence. Let's go here and let's see if that is right on my point of control. Nope, that is at my greater value area low. So what I'm starting to see here is, I'm going to show you this. I'm going to zoom on out here to this global range. So here we go for this bigger range. I'm going to go up a little bit to a higher time frame. And as you can see here, right there at that range low is that naked weekly point of control, which could be very ripe for price coming back testing up against that, and then giving this a shot, right? Because right now, what's happening? What's happening in the market is everybody's starting to say, oh, we're going up, which would bait everyone just to kind of wash everyone out, catch them off guard, make the higher low, and then come on up for the upper range point of control test. My trading, just my view of the market is just all about symmetry. I really love that symmetry. Just seeing the flow of it. If you watch these charts long enough, you just start to see the flow. I'm not saying that this is what's going to happen by any means, but I am saying that we do have some of these MPOCs that are currently in the market. Currently, we're fighting getting above this NPOC, and I think that this is pretty much a big fib level too. Yeah, that's that 7-2 rejection. 7-2 rejection, value area high, naked point of control. I have the short open here. We'll see how it plays out. I have got my invalidation above the high, and I am shooting for a take profit around the point of control. And then we'll see how it goes. If the reaction there is weak, I'll look for the this big level here, right? Let's go here and see if there's any. So yeah. So This daily MPOC is tapped, and I'm going to leave that up on my chart for right now. And this will be my next area of interest here for the long. We do have a naked weekly and a naked point of control here. I will be looking for a reaction there. I'm going to set an alert on that right now. All right. So that is good. And now we're going to kind of get over here to ATAS to see how the trend is going, right? One of the first questions you want to ask yourself is where price trying to go? And one of the next questions you want to ask yourself is how good of a job is it doing getting there? And then you want to ask yourself, what's in its way, right? Because as traders, what we're looking for is we're looking to get in those pivot points early, right? This is what we're doing here. We're identifying the levels of where price could reverse, and then we set those alerts and we just kick back. This is price coming to you. This isn't you reacting, acting out emotionally, jumping into trades randomly. This solves the problem of you jumping into trades randomly. You should be nice and calm. You should wait for that alert to go off, and then when that alert goes off, you should say to yourself, do I see the conditions here of a trade I want to take? So right here, we're looking at CVD, and I love CVD, right? As you can see here, we have a low and we have a low. We have a higher low and we have a higher low. But here locally, what do we see? We see price made a high, and now it's making a lower high on price, but a higher high on CVD. We can see here that price is dropping off, meaning positions are leaving the market, but there is aggressive buying that's coming into the market and something is absorbing those. It could be these sells, this drop off, but whenever you see price going down, CVD going up, and everything green, you have to be aware that this is buy pressure, but price is not reflecting that buy pressure. So if you want to become a professional trader, if you want to do this for a living, if you want to make money, if you want to buy your house, make a mortgage payment, I'm not talking this bullshit fucking traders that are just YouTube traders. I'm talking people who really trade in this market. If you want to trade this market confidently and well, you need to be looking at these things. Or you can just get Lev's indicator and have him show you how to use it and just kick ass. But it is always good to know the theory behind the indicator. You always have to know what your indicator is indicating. So right here, I can see no local divergences, open interest up with a mixed bag. I see some longs and I see some more longs there, 4 million longs. And right here, I see open interest increase with shorts and shorts. Those shorts got squeezed, which is what you see the open interest dropping off there. But one of the big concerns I have here, which I think we're coming more to the downside, is that this CVD divergence, along with all this positive delta and price just not going up. Next off, let's look at the profile. Excuse me, sorry, battling this cold here. So what do we see on the profile? We just see a huge gap, right? Just a massive gap. So we are opening outside of value with some unfinished business at the lows, right? If we did get down here, I would expect if we saw some acceptance in here, we would come in here and fill the gap. This looks a little glitchy, so I'm going to restart this, or I'm just going to refresh. So as we refresh, just want to tell everyone, hey, Happy New Year. I hope 2026 started out well for you. And this is going to be your year. If you want to really successfully be a successful trader, this is going to be the year, man. But learning how to trade is key. Not just going off the same recycled bullshit, chasing altcoins. You're never going to get rich off of an altcoin. So today we're building a little bit of a P-shaped profile, right? We're building value above previous day's value. We had a nice SFP to the upside. And this is a little bit of a mixed bag. We do see we have a naked point of control right underneath price action. That is a naked time point of control. So this is Sunday and Saturday. We don't give too much weight to weekend price action just because, New York comes up in the mix. I mean, we're talking trillions of dollars come up in the mix. And if they want to reverse price and slice right through these days, hey, that's no problem. But we are to be aware that there is a nice juicy time point of control here at 91,000 300. We are trading. So basically, the point of control is kind of moving with us. We are making a new point of control. I could see us ranging here until the morning, and then price making a decision. It wants what it wants to do. So let's tie it all together. All right, tying it all together. Very simply, I'm looking for the support here at 89,108. Also looking for the support at 87,951. But I am also aware that if price did break this high and invalidate this short, we would be coming up here to test the big daddy, the upper range POC at 96,277, right? We're always thinking about where are these key levels. I mean, anything can happen, but what's probable, right? What's probable is that once we gain acceptance in the value area low, we make our way up to the point of control, right? It's an auction. Remember, it's an auction. It always wants to function like an auction. It's going to go back to where price was accepted and the most traded. And if not, it's always going to take a low or take a high. So if we fail to take this high and take this liquidity, I'll venture to say this. I'll bet anybody on the channel here that if we take these highs and we don't tap this point of control, that we are definitely coming down here to test one of these two levels to see if we keep on putting in that same market structure that we've been seeing. So locally, nice, bullish price action, right? We're just seeing higher highs, higher lows. We have come to a local level of resistance. We have left good support beneath us, but we do have major resistance above us. Now, when I say resistance, I just mean price wants to go there. When it will go there is a different story. So those are the three levels that I'm looking at. Those are the three levels that I'm trading. Come on in the Discord, trade with us. We're trading live every single day. We're serving the setups, and that's about it for me. Dropping this one, and I'll see you guys in the morning. Probably do some live Monday trading action. See you next time. Peace.